Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be going over a much warmer pattern which is going to be taking over parts of the northern US and then also down the east coast. We're going to have some chillier temperatures though in parts of the Tennessee Valley, the southern plains, and then back through the west coast as well. So we're going to be timing this out for you guys, showing you where those colder and warmer air masses are going to be setting up and giving you a lot more information in today's video. So make sure you are staying tuned all the way until the end so you don't miss anything in this video. Here's what the current National Weather Service page looks like. As you can see, we have some excessive heat warnings in parts of California, Nevada, and Arizona. We actually got a high temperature of 121 degrees in Death Valley, California yesterday, so really warm over some of those areas. We have red flag warnings in parts of California, Oregon, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and also into parts of Montana. We have heat advisories in that little orange dot right around Minneapolis there. And then we have some flood watches in parts of southern Louisiana. Other than that, we don't have many other watches or warnings currently in place. Yesterday, again, we had that high temperature of 121 degrees in Death Valley, California. We had that low temperature 9 miles south of Albany, Wyoming. They got down to 28 degrees Fahrenheit again today. The highest rainfall report was tied between Crowley, Louisiana, and McAllen, Texas. Both of them got 4.75 inches of rainfall, and there were no snowfall reports yesterday. So here's the temperature anomaly map, and this is from the European model. So this is showing you where your colder and warmer air masses are, and it's basically comparing the temperatures to what is normal. So for example, in this red and orange area, as well as kind of that brownish color, that's where we're under some of those warmer than normal temperatures. So this is where we've got a lot of heat and we're dealing with a lot more above normal temperatures. In the greens and the blues, that's where we're dealing with below normal temperatures, so it's going to be chillier and colder than normal in those areas. And that's just an example here. So this would be for tomorrow. Again, you can see that we have some warmer air actually in parts of the southwest and also through the northeastern part of the country. So from the northeast all the way into parts of the northern plains, we have some of those warmer than normal temperatures. If you look at the colder than normal area, that's for the southeast and the southern plains, as well as for the northwest and then down the immediate west coast as well. So right along the immediate coast is where we might be dealing with a little bit of chillier than normal temperatures as well. If we look at for Monday, you can see the chillier than normal temperatures really starting to overtake much of the west coast now. So areas that are just inland are a little bit above normal, but as you get just along the coast, that's where we're dealing with the height of those colder than normal temperatures. Really cold in parts of the northwest and then also into the southeast and the southern plains, and then in through parts of the Rockies, the northern plains, the Great Lakes, then into the northeast. That's where we're dealing with an area of above normal temperatures. These temperatures in parts of New England and the northern plains are going to be getting up near 10 to 25 degrees above normal, which is going to be near 90 to 95 degrees, even maybe approaching 100 degrees in a few of these areas. So it will be very warm throughout many of these regions. Here to be by Tuesday of this upcoming week, and you can see really cold along the west coast. So for Washington, Oregon, down through California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona, that's what we're dealing with, colder than normal temperatures. It warms up through the Rockies, and then on the other side of the Rockies, it's also still colder in these areas, warmer than normal temperatures overtaking the northern plains primarily, but there is also another warmer than normal area in the northeast and mid-Atlantic as well for Tuesday. Here would be by Wednesday, you can see still warmer than normal in parts of the northern plains with those colder than normal temperatures in through the western United States. So it mainly is just going to be in the western United States and also in the southeast and southern plains where we're dealing with the chillier than normal temperatures. But we are actually starting to see along parts of the coastal southeast some of those warmer temperatures starting to override the cold air. So we're starting to see a little bit of a transition from some of these warmer than normal temperatures or from some of these colder than normal temperatures into a warmer pattern. So that'll definitely be some good relief in parts of the southeast where you've been colder than normal for probably about a week or so now. So it will be definitely good to go back to some of those warmer temperatures. If we go to Thursday, you can see still below normal, especially in the northern plains. This is going to be the area that's going to be the most above normal the entire week. The Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, these are going to be the areas that are going to be really, really above normal over the next few days. You can see the below normal temperatures really spreading out through the western United States, and then in through the Tennessee Valley and parts of the southern plains. That's what we're dealing with, some of those below normal temperatures lingering on there. But you can see that for either side of there, along the east coast, and then also in through the central plains, we're actually dealing with a little bit of above normal temperatures. So the warmer than normal temperatures are starting to kind of spread into the areas that were recently dominated by those colder than normal temperatures. If we go to Friday, you can see that even warmer for much of the country, where it's now starting to spread into the Rockies and even up through parts of the northern plains, Great Lakes, and northeast. It will get a little bit chillier though along parts of the mid-Atlantic and northeast coast, and then down through the Tennessee Valley and the southern plains. So we might have a day or two where it actually does go a little bit below normal in some of these areas, and you can see not a lot has changed by Saturday of next week. Looks pretty similar to what we were dealing with on Friday. Here's what the high temperatures are expected to be. So these are the actual temperatures, so you can plan out your week. You can see that anywhere in those kind of grayish colors, that's where we're getting above 90 degrees, and in that dark red, that's where we're above 85 degrees. So you can see that all through the southwest, we have those above normal temperatures that are getting up near 95 to 105, and maybe even a few high temperatures approaching 110 or 115 in some of those areas. Through the northern plains, Great Lakes, and then in through the northeast, also getting up above 85 in many of those areas. Higher elevation regions might still stay into the 70s, but that'll definitely be in more isolated regions. And then along the southeast as well, we have some warmer temperatures. Here would be by Monday, and you can see that we're still dealing with rather warm temperatures, especially in parts of the northern plains. Now, their average for this time of year is in through the upper 70s and the low 80s for the most part. So now that they're dealing with 90s to even close to 95, 96, or 97 degrees, that is well above what they're used to in parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, even through parts of Wyoming and Nebraska as well. So these are really warm temperatures for these areas compared to normal. And then in parts of the southwest, still dealing with some warmer than normal temperatures, although along the west coast again it is starting to cool down a little bit. You can see even in parts of the northwest we're only getting up into the low 60s for the high temperatures, and in the higher elevations only getting up into the 50s. So that is really, really cold for this time of year, and it's definitely going to be a chilly pattern throughout those areas. If we go to Tuesday, you can see that we have some of those colder than normal temperatures starting to show up in parts of the Tennessee Valley and the southeast as well. And then you can see the warmer than normal temperatures still in through parts of the northern plains, and maybe even lingering on into the southwest as well. So still into the 90s for those areas. Here would be by Wednesday, and you can see it's really heating up through the central column of the United States. So we have anywhere from the southwest to the Great Lakes dealing with temperatures above 85, and even getting up to the 90s in parts of the northern plains, the southern plains, and parts of the southwest, where we might actually have a few temperatures approaching 100 or 105 degrees. So really, really warm in those areas. If you go to Thursday, you can see that it is still pretty similar. You have those warmer than normal temperatures in the central plains, and then down into the southwest. It is starting to warm up a little bit more into the southeast. So now we're getting back up into the upper 80s and into the low 90s as well. So it is starting to warm up throughout those areas. And then here would be by Friday of next week, and you can see it's much colder in parts of the coastal northeast and mid-Atlantic, and then also into the Tennessee Valley, where we had that stripe of below normal temperatures, and it's still getting warmer in parts of the southern United States. So it is finally warming up throughout these areas, especially in areas like the southeast and also the southwest. That's where we're dealing with the warmest temperatures throughout anywhere here. Here would be by Saturday of next week, and you can see it's warming back back up through the central U.S., still cold in parts of the northeast and the northwest, and then the southern tier of the country also dealing with above normal temperatures. Here would be the 6 to 10 day outlook from the 10th through the 14th. As you can see, we have some below normal temperatures through the west coast and the southern plains, and then we have some above normal temperatures in through parts of the northern and central plains, as well as the Great Lakes. And the above normal temperatures span pretty much anywhere from just west of the Rockies all the way to the east coast. So a majority of the country under those above normal temperatures, according to the Climate Prediction Center. If we go to the 8 to 14 day outlook from the 12th through the 18th, you can see that we have above normal temperatures in parts of the northern Rockies and the northern plains, and for much of the country from coast to coast. The only below normal area is going to be in parts of Texas and Louisiana, but that's going to be over a relatively small area of the country compared to the rest of the country, which is expected to be above normal by that point. If we look at the 3 to 7 day outlook, you can see that we have 3 different areas that we're expecting much above normal temperatures. The first one is from the 7th through the 11th in parts of the Rockies and northern plains, where we're expecting those much above normal temperatures. From the 7th through the 8th, this is where we're expecting above normal temperatures in parts of the Great Lakes, and then from the 7th through the 9th, we have a span of really warm temperatures in parts of New England and the Northeast. If you look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, you can also see that we have another area of excessive heat from the 14th through the 15th in parts of the northern plains. So it's really not going to let up in those areas. And if you're curious about precipitation and how much rainfall we're going to be seeing, you can see that it is expected to be drier than normal over much of the Rockies, the central plains, and then also into the Great Lakes and Northeast, with a little area of above normal through the southeast, the southern plains, and then also along the northwest coast. So those are the areas that between the 10th and 14th are expected to be seeing above normal precipitation. If we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, you can see that it's even more widespread with the above normal rainfall. You can see through the southern tier of the country, we have those above normal temperatures or above normal precipitation, as well as for the northwest coast, and then another bigger area of below normal temperatures, which spans anywhere from the northern and central Rockies all the way to the east coast. So that's generally the area that we're expecting from the 12th through the 18th to be below normal in precipitation. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Please consider liking the video, subscribing, and turning on notifications, and I'll be seeing you guys in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.